Over the years, I've noticed that Roblox games have changed. When I started playing it, it was a much simpler time with the simpler games. Most games that you would see in the front page would be tycoons, minigames, and these weird as hell obbies. I've seen a lot of games come and go, from dominating the front page to dying from obscurity. Games like R2D, Swordburst 2, Catalog Heaven, Roblox's Top Runway Model, The Normal Elevator, and the list goes on. A lot of these games were very influential to the platform and helped shape the Roblox that we know and love. Hold on, there's a typo here. There we go. The Roblox that we know today. But I've noticed a certain game type that became so popular that it basically became an infamous genre of Roblox games. It's gotten so big to the point that Roblox added a new section in the front page just for these types of games. I'm talking about Roblox Simulator. Oh! If you browse through the Roblox games page, you've probably seen a bunch of games that are so-called simulators. These types of games can be categorized into two different groups. There are some that actually fit the definition of a simulation video game, which is a game that attempts to copy various activities from real life, or a more loose definition of imitation of a situation or process. Examples of games like this are Gas Station Simulator, now called Zach's Service Station, where you and other players try to keep a dying gas station business from going bankrupt. Cook Burgers, which is a game where you could cook burgers. And also deep fry rats and serve them to customers. Don't tell the food inspector I told you that. And Cleaning Simulator, which is actually one of my favorite games on the platform because of the uniqueness of its art style. If you crop the screen just a little bit, you probably wouldn't be able to tell whether you're playing Roblox or not. Actually, a lot of games can fit in this category. Arsenal? More like Gun Simulator. Tower Battles? More like Tower Defense Simulator. Oh wait, that's actually another existing game. Very creative name you got there. On the other hand, there are these simulators that gained a somewhat infamous reputation in the platform. If you ask any Roblox player to name a simulator, they'd probably think of these kinds of games. Well, yes, they do sometimes fit in with the previous category, but the sheer copy-paste nature of these games are what sets it apart from the others. These simulators have turned into a massive cash cow of a game genre in Roblox, with multiple game passes that cost hundreds, maybe even thousands of Robux. This simulator boom might have all started around 2018 with the release of games like Bee Swarm Simulator, Treasure Hunt Simulator, and Pet Simulator. These games had very repetitive gameplay similar to tycoons. Click to make money, buy upgrades, but with a tad bit more microtransactions. At the time, games like these were very new to the platform and some were actually really fun to play. But soon, a lot more games popped up trying to grab onto this trend. This genre quickly just turned into a massive soulless copy of the last, with its only purpose is to milk your wallet dry. Everywhere you look, there's simulator this and simulator that, overshadowing the actual decent games that deserve more attention. And then this reskinned Minecraft looking ass four-legged cube decided to change the whole f***ing site. It was like an easy cheat code for money was discovered. Pet Simulator obviously had this first. Well, at least I thought it was. I did some digging and fell into a rabbit hole of which game actually had these first. I eventually found out the Mining Simulator had these before Pet Simulator did. Mining Simulator was released first, but it didn't have pets on release. So I thought that it added pets sometime after Pet Simulator blew up. However, On this video called U8 Codes Roblox Mining Simulator March 2018, around the 1 minute mark, behind the guy, you could see a familiar looking square with iconic sparkling eyes appear. Turns out, Mining Simulator had pets 6 months before Pet Simulator was even released. But it took a while for other simulators to implement this pet aspect to their games. But once developers figured out that if they put a simple cube with 4 legs in their game, their profits would skyrocket, it started a domino effect. More and more simulators started having pets, to the point that it doesn't even make sense anymore. Like, why would you ever need pets inside a simulator where you lift weights? Do you need it to spot you or something? It probably can't even lift a 10-pound weight. The influence of pets was so big on the platform that there's this one game that changed drastically because of it. Some of you might probably know this, some of you may not. It's a small obscure indie game called Adopt Me. I actually played it when it first came out, when you had to join the group to be able to play. It was a new take on the adopt and raise games, and it was honestly pretty enjoyable. It was like MeepCity, but without the online daters. And then the Pets update was released, and that changed the whole game altogether. The game wasn't being played for its original purpose anymore. The only thing that anyone cared about was pets. This game basically turned into a kid-friendly gambling ring, and players are just buying pet eggs for that rush of adrenaline, hoping to get a super duper rare shiny super deluxe developers edition legendary blue ice white dragon, and probably end up getting a gerbil. And they'd still manage to get that scammed off of them. Pets have turned into an easy money making machine because it's basically gambling. And mix it in with the fact that the main demographic of these games are little tiny peanut brained children. Let's just say, that's a pretty wild concoction. The main reason why these simulators are so popular is because of the simplicity of them. Because most of the time you just go, click a button. Whoa, I'm level 10 now. I just need to click 10 billion trillion more times to get level 10,000 to rebirth and do all that shit all over again. The simplicity of these games makes anyone with half a brain cell to be able to play them. And because of their low-end graphics, it enables them to be played across hundreds of low-end devices. Thankfully, the simulator craze has died down. The front page has a bit more decent games featured on it. Roblox games as a whole has evolved a lot during these past few years. And with the exponential rise of the community, people are starting to want better games on the platform. Roblox actually has recently started a game fund program to showcase what the game engine can do. And the games in this program have really promising progress, like Rolling Thunder and Frontlines. And they've gotten a lot of attention because of that. Not just within the Roblox community.
Why is this like actually more in-depth than Call of Duty?
I really can't wait for more of these kinds of games to be released. And it kinda gives me hope for this godforsaken platform. Also, by the way, thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. So that's like a pretty special milestone.